There's
Recording is in progress.
Okay, welcome, fam. We are 16 minutes late. We had an audio snafu and just need to go out and buy some new equipment. So yay me. But that's okay. That's what we will do for you. All right. So welcome to this installment of EverMore with EverLore. I am your host, Pretty Boy Dave T, sitting with some of the fellows of Wahuru. Say hello, guys.
Hello, Camp Fam. It's Wahuru here. I'm Anthony. That's Caleb, but for some reason, Caleb looks like bald with the filter he has on. And then there's also Davey.
And Stitch will be joining us. He is just traveling home at the moment, so he will be joining us shortly. You guys are joining us for an episode of EverMore with EverLore, where we are playing the tabletop role-playing game EverLore, which is the real EverLore. Don't be fooled. We are the real EverLore. And EverLore is an exciting tabletop role-playing game that promotes diversity and inclusion. It is a classes and level-less system. We use a D12, and we have a point-by method of character progression. You guys can learn a lot more about us on our social media at EverLoreGame, but also from our website, which is ManChildLTD.com. We will go ahead and begin as we do all of our streams, which is we will have a recap. And who would like to try for some EP?
Did not take notes.
I would absolutely love to try for an EP.
All right.
I would too.
Okay. So we got two.
Oh, never mind. I wasn't here last time. I had the comment before.
This is correct. You were not. All right.
Fact.
All right. So with that being said, there's no need to roll. We will go ahead. Anthony, please proceed.
All right. I would love to let you proceed. And last time on EverLore, we were caught up in our camp and we were going over our loot when we realized that we had some interesting sets of armor from not only the past, but from an entirely different continent in Mythandria. So we decided to ask around the grove and see if anybody was interested in buying from us, which Tepsala was. However, we, upon second discussion, realized that the sets of armor and weapons we were hanging on to were of a unique material and, a unique make, and that they might be useful to us later on as opposed to now. They're not magic, but we decided to sell one of each weapon, and that was like a spear, a sword, a dagger, that kind of thing. And in total, we got 68,000 silver from that deal. Thank you to Rastilian for pulling it off.
Oh yeah, you're right. I got bread.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he did. We I don't know why I just drew the biggest gap. We took our entire group, which was a wily one, to Kupaiba, and we had a little bit of a problem at the front gates, considering that we have tigers and wolves and all these great and crazy beasts with us. So the halflings decided to. Did you guys decide to ride on top of the tigers?
I don't know. Did we? I don't know.
Yes, your recap.
Oh, it is my recap.
Yes.
So they decided to ride on the tigers, and
you just made the executive decision.
I did, yeah. And on top of that, Cha'aho decided to take Zaf on her back. So all of the beasts look mounted somewhat and are able to begin heading forward with a less likelihood of being attacked. We get to the front gates, and apparently the guards have had a couple Rastilian copies, one of these. We had to get magically checked, and they had to check that it was the real one. And eventually they come to realize that we are Wahuru. And after coming forth, we head to the three fifths, which is our 3/5, which is our main building. But it's beginning to take on a crazy shape. It's got 3 stories. We still have a whole backyard, but instead of a backyard, it's like a whole training area. The building has runes on it. It's reinforced, that kind of thing. we actually see guards outside with Lomo and Leani, who are sad to hear that both Vondra and Caliph have passed. Bless their souls. But Lomo and Nicarvin might get into a little duel later on. And aside from that, we still keep our treasures in the basements. And yeah, Wahuru's bolstered up a lot. We have a lot of members now, almost meeting 100 with everybody included between recruits and the main of Wahuru.
All right. Not too shabby there, sir.
Yeah. Wouldn't have it any other way.
I gotcha. I am just making a small modification to the notes.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So,
Just a small one. Yeah.
yeah, I gotta.
Exactly where we at.
What?
Exactly where we at.
Well, we have to wait on that until Stitch can complete his role. So, so when he gets here, I will be able to get that information for you. Right now, I'm doing a little bit of math. 4,896.
4,896. What type of number is that?
800. All right. Okay. So sort of to catch you up as far as the visuals, actually, what you would have missed upon entering Star Song is
Star Song or Kubaiba?
Biba, sorry.
What the heck, man?
Yeah. The
Might as well.
right. This was the map, and we had come over in around this area, and again, over in here is where the dwarves were. What we notice is that, bless you, there are a lot of, the walls have been like fortified and things like that, but we did notice that there were a lot of repairs. Some of them look to be like, yeah, physical repairs, but some of them seem to have been augmented by magic and things like that. We were given a warning by one of the guards to be on the lookout. Anthony, you got 3 EP for that.
Got it. Nice.
We were given a warning by one of the guards that we should be on alert even within the city, because even though the Kush had been pushed out miles and miles beyond the city walls, they have been launching assassin-like raids within the city, ostensibly targeting like nobles and, people of power, but, catching anybody in they can. Along the way, we
Stooping so low.
Yeah. And so we have to be cautious of that. And we had just basically arrived at 3/5 when we encountered Lomo and Leaniani, and the 3/5 has grown into basically a sprawling, almost street-sized building. So it's sort of like a warehouse,
Yeah, we have like our whole own block, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if you recall, before we left, there were other buildings, and a couple of them had been like wrecked and things like that. And there was wreckage behind us. Well, Liani has been very wise, and she has made some shrewd investments. And so, yeah, so now that has expanded a bit. Upon entry, the first floor that we came into, it looked sort of like almost like a little tavern-ish area on the first floor, with sort of like a counter / bar area, some seating, and then there was we didn't go to investigate. Beyond that, there was like a door, and she said there was like room in there she didn't really know what to do with. Upstairs, she said the floor above was basically like the bunks and everything where the trainees and the initiatives would sleep. She did say that we still have our safe and everything, comfortably hidden away downstairs. And that was pretty much all the information we got, except that she was escorting us to the back courtyard area where she thought that the animals might be comfortable, as there's a sort of open air courtyard in the back.
Okay. I'd like to look for a kitchen.
What was that?
I'd like to look for a kitchen.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna talk to Child. Child. I'm gonna go look for see if there's a kitchen here.
Okay.
Have fun. Don't hurt anybody, please.
Okay.
Do I have to roll? Or-
No, I mean, are you just gonna are you gonna wander off, or you're gonna say, hey, Liani? I mean, what are you,
Oh, yeah,
you
it's
gonna?
okay. Leon, I'm gonna go look to see if there's a kitchen here.
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's the main kitchen back there, which is, what we do to serve up the mess for everybody else, but there's also a private kitchen, which is secluded in the back. But I can show you, and she'll walk you through.
No, I'll look at it myself, if you don't mind.
Okay.
And then I would go off, and I want to see, like, how good is the equipment? Would I be at the main one, which I would assume is near like the bar?
Yeah.
Just like it's like nice.
What's your, well, okay. So here's the thing. So Belac is Chaluk'Sen and has only recently sort of come into.
I cooked at some nice places. I cooked at his estate, and I cooked on a boat. So like, I feel like I kind of understand.
This is true.
Like,
But again, you've only recently sort of come into the love of that type of cooking. Previous to that, you were, out in a war band and stuff like that. So you were used to sort of roughing it. And so while you did see sort of the higher end at his establishment, even on the boat, that wasn't real high end.
yeah.
You
That's
know,
what I mean.
so-
I've seen, like, the
So yeah,
spectrum.
this would be perfectly serviceable to you.
Would I be able to like? Do I think I'd be able to run like a restaurant, like a small type of restaurant?
I mean, do you roll knowledge
Hey, you know I'm not good at that. Can I roll alchemy since it's cooking?
Nope.
Hey, that's actually not bad. 30.
Okay, you know that you don't know enough about like marketing and stuff like that to sort of answer that question.
Dang,
You
not
know,
enough marketing skill. Rip.
well, I mean, you don't know how to run a restaurant.
No, I feel like I would know. Like I'm talking like portion sizes. Like would it be? Is it big enough for me to?
Oh yeah, I mean, you can clearly see it's a huge kitchen.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's been servicing 100 plus easy.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. Good to know. Good to know. And then I'll go check out the private kitchens. Actually pointed out,
Okay.
which I'm assuming would be smaller.
Yes.
Okay. This is my kitchen. I'm gonna claim this real quick.
I mean, yeah, you can say that. Yes.
I will.
It does have things in there that look a lot nicer. It is definitely a lot cleaner. It has roll alchemy.
It's not nighttime.
It is not nighttime.
40 has to do cooking.
Yes.
44.
Okay. It has things in there, some that you have heard of, but most that you have not.
Ooh.
Quite a bunch of different spice things. Yeah.
Okay. What time is it? Like roughly? Like noon, early morning.
It is probably around 4-ish in the afternoon.
And it like pretty much everyone's here. Like everyone's at the 3/5.
Yes. Is anybody else planning on doing anything?
Like,
Um,
I was gonna go to my state. I was gonna start dinner.
Well,
Just
Be-
experiment with the kitchen.
okay. All right, so you're gonna start experimenting in the big kitchen or the small
The
kitchen?
small kitchen.
Before you do that, Lianiani will come to you and she will say, Belac,
Yeah.
I know that you have been gone for a while. You are welcome to use this space, but I have placed things here very specifically. And
I won't mess
Would
with
it-
the flow.
would it be okay if you don't use this today
That's fine.
until
Yeah,
I get a chance to sort of walk you through here?
Okay.
Yeah, there's
I'll
some,
use the big one, I don't mind.
that would be great. Thank you.
Alright. Okay, then I'll do it in the big one. I think I'll make. I don't have anything. Do we have like meat?
Do we have meat?
Yeah, like what type of meats do we have?
I mean, on Wahoo or in the,
In the like there.
I mean, there it's like stocked. There's
Okay.
tons of different
Then
type
I'll
of
start-
meat.
I'll start making. I'm cooking for like everybody. I would start making like wraps with various meats and like plenty of sides, like an array of sides, kind of like a buffet.
Okay,
Just 'cause I want to try new things. And I'll just spend a few hours doing that.
okay. Who else would like to try to do something?
Nicarvin is gonna roll insight and just kind of like check out what the inside of the building looks like, just the general area around us, how well it's made, any interesting details I might find out, that kind of thing. 45.
Okay. And you have assessed fortifications, right?
Yep.
All right. So you're saying like interesting details, like what were you trying to get at specifically?
I'm trying to see if there's any like hidden doors, any like, maybe you pull this bookshelf and it like opens up something from behind, any interesting like craftsmanship details, that kind of thing.
Do you have like detect trap or anything like that?
I don't think I have detect trap or anything like that, just assess fortification, but I could see how that's useful. I have forge craft, I have construct traps, if that would help me. I have spot clue.
Okay. So then I'm
Oh,
going.
I do have detect traps. I do.
All right.
Since I can see that we're going to be staying here for a while, I kind of want to get used to like all the little details about the place we're going to live. Speaking of the little details, here comes Mike.
What's
All
up?
right.
What's up? What's up?
What's
What's up?
good?
Stitch has arrived. Excellent.
So Stitch,
Right.
to catch you up to speed, we're back at the 3/5 right now. We're
Okay.
currently it is Belac that's speaking with Leon Elani about the kitchen, and I'm currently examining the inside of the building.
Nice. Okay. Thank you.
So why don't you take a second and give him sort of the recap on last week, because he wasn't here because of the church stuff.
Got you. I didn't know if you wanted me to do that or not, but all right. So last week, Tepsala from the Lifehold with the group of dwarves, we struck a deal with her. We sold some of the equipment that we had on our travels, and we had this particularly cool set of older gear. We sold some of those to her, but we still kept a bulk of the items because we thought that might be useful for something like a museum we developed later. We ended up getting back to Kubaiba, but we had to make some of our animals look tamed first by riding on top of them, so the city folk didn't get scared. The city guard had to use magic to make sure that Rastilian was Rastilian, because
Okay.
apparently there were a couple copycats who came in trying to fake being him because he was gone so long. And while we got back inside the building, we found out that Wahuru has been doing really good with its own, I guess, chapter in Kubaiba. We
Nice.
have an entire like citywide block. We have about 100 people totaling in all, with like recruits and Base Wahuru and Leia Liani and Lomo. We also have Zaf with us, and currently we're just chopping it up at the 3/5, seeing what's going on, talking to people, checking stuff out, that kind of thing.
Nice. Nice. Excellent job.
Thank you.
And now I need you to do us a favor, Stitch. I need
Yes.
you to roll a D20 and a D12.
A D20 and a D12.
Yes.
Okay. For a D12, I got a 10. A D20, I got a 12.
Okay. 10. Okay. All right. And then, so, okay. So 115. All right. And then, okay. So we have 115 recruits. I had everybody do a roll to see how many recruits we had.
Okay.
We have 115 recruits. We have, and in addition to that, we have 17 Zulu, and then the 5 Nator that had escaped.
Oh, wow.
And so those all are residing there currently at the 3/5.
Nice.
Oh, Stitch, me Carvin says while she's going to be examining the tabletops and just like picking at random things and examining the woodwork of the building. I believe there was Nator with the something about a group of slaves you and the rest of the group with Caliph saved. I believe Jacques Tini, was it? One of them wanted to speak with you. Something about your goddess, Danu.
Yes, yes, that'd be exciting. I like to talk to her. Yes.
Would you like me to attend with you? And Carvin says, kind of, absent-mindedly while she's examining the building.
Absolutely. If you don't mind, yeah, that'd be great. I'd be
Hey,
curious to see how.
First of all, Nicarbon, do me a favor. You were examining the building. So what I want you to do is give me 3 insight rolls.
3 insight rolls, got you. One was a 50. One was a 43, and the last one is another 50.
Okay, now give me 2 percentage rolls.
2 percentage rolls, got you. Oh, one was a 40, one was a 46, and the other was a 17.
Okay. Did you go like up and down at all this? Did you go throughout the whole building, or were you just like on the main floor, or what did you do?
I was just going to check out the main floor. I didn't want to interrupt any of the recruits who might have been sleeping upstairs. And I also didn't know if that was our say to go there. Although we are like base Wahuru, trying to not intrude on the upstairs.
So then on the main floor, you would have just noticed that it was very well constructed. There on one of the back walls going towards the courtyard, as you're walking by, you seem to get the impression that the wall wasn't quite as solid as it appeared. Almost
And on which wall was that?
A wall facing the courtyard.
Got it.
Almost as if there would be like a pass through. But I mean, unless you take some time to try to figure that out, you don't really know what that's about.
I got you. Then in that case, I'll just use my filament sight and see if there's anything interesting about that wall or anything around it.
Okay, roll your magical aptitude, which is what?
Magical attunement.
Okay.
Woo! 29.
Okay, you don't notice anything.
Got it. All right. Sweet. Then in that case, I'll just look around for Loma.
All right. Well, were you going to go to Loma, or are you going to go with?
You know what? Yep, I'm gonna head with Stitch first, and then I'll go check out Lomo after.
Okay. All right. So, Stitch. So Matatopa, and I guess it's sort of weird because when we sort of stepped in there, and then everybody just sort of like spread out to do their thing. Yeah, Matatopa will go with the animals at first just to make sure that they're set comfortably, and will advise Lianiani and Lomo that he will speak with the contingent from Zulu, and he would like to see the rest of the recruits after he makes sure that the animals are secure. And so Lomo will advise that he will say, Stitch, you are most welcome to come and speak with the Nator. Nicarvwin. You may also come. I would ask that you remove your weapons.
And then Nicarvin is gonna suck them back up into her bracers.
Have you any weapons that do not do that?
And then Nicarvin is going to double check across her body. Would you count dagger used for crafting as a weapon, perhaps?
I mean, if you have a dagger on you, anything that can be used as a weapon would be counted as a weapon.
All right, got you. Then in that case, I'll yeah, it's just this dagger. So I guess I'd take the dagger and then I'd like place it on the table side.
He would take it from you.
Oh, all right, then I'll grab the dagger by the blade and hand it over.
Okay. And so,
I assume I'll be getting that back, right?
oh yes, you will. It's just you will see, but I would ask that you speak softly when we go upstairs.
And this is Lomo speaking, right?
Yes.
Got it.
Jack Ta, Jack T, they are of good heart, but they are very protective. Eris, Mott, and Blitz, the five of them have been through much, and they have formed a tight bond of security, and they have in a way opened up with the Zulu whom they traveled with, but are not really meshing well with the other recruits yet.
Is it a problem on behalf of the recruits, or do they just not get along with the rest of the recruits?
They were not treated well in their past life as slaves, and I believe that they carry those chains still with them. Just so you guys remember, this is Lomo.
Okay.
And so,
Ooh, colored him out. I like it.
yeah, so he is green, yes. And so
He is green. Yes.
I have taken it as upon myself to provide, I guess, training, guidance, I guess, for them. But I know amongst Wahuru, they have often spoken of Stitch. I guess you, Stitch,
Yes.
spoke to Eris, who received most abuse and was able to share with him about your God,
Yes.
and now he is interested.
Fantastic.
So I will I will take you to them. I believe they are trusting of you. They may not be so of you, Nicarwan.
And that's understandable. Do they remember Caliph at all?
I would not know. We did not often speak of that.
Ah, of course. Then I will attend as Stitch's second, and I will keep my vocalizations to a minimum.
Very well. I'm excited to meet them again.
All right. So going up the stairs, they when you come up to the steps, it's like a hallway that goes down either side, and then it branches off, sort of like a motel. There's like a bunch of different corridors.
Yeah.
And the five of them are actually in two different rooms. And so there is Jacktaw and Ares are males. Jacktaw, Ares, and Blitz are males, and Jakti and Mott are females. They are all Nator. And when you get up to the stairs, Lomo will indicate that most of the recruits are on the right-hand side.
Excuse me. Could you give me the female names again for I got the male, but not the female.
Oh, it's Jakti, Jakti,
Jakti, okay.
and then Mott, M-O-T.
Thank you.
And so their room is on the left.
Okay. Now, so I'm gonna ask Lomo, where are the guys at? 'Cause I want to knock on their door. I don't want to knock on the female door first. I want to knock on the guy's door first.
Right there, they are typically all found together.
Okay. All right. So then I'm gonna go ahead and go knock on the door very softly.
And seeing that he's knocking, Nicarvan is even just going to take a step back to the other side of the hallway.
Okay. The door will open slightly, and a Nator with very dark greenish skin, almost to the point of being like black, will
Okay.
poke his head out, and he will say, "Who is it? Who is it?"
Hello, I am Stitch. How you doing today?
Stitch. Ooh. Stitch?
Yes, yes.
I haven't seen you in quite a while.
Yes, it's been a very long time. I'm excited to reconnect with you all. Can we come in by chance?
He will shut the door.
I think they are deliberating. And then
you're right.
Nicarvan is going to roll insight to try and like audio peep in on the conversation.
Okay.
49.
Okay. With that, you'll hear like mumbling, and you'll hear like sounds of like scraping, things like that. And then shortly after, the door will open up. You can come in.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you. And so then I will go ahead and step into the room.
Nicarvan will follow.
All right.
Out of game, they don't know Nicarvan, right? So I need to introduce Nicarvan because at the time she was not here, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say I said I'd keep my voice to a minimum, so this is just you.
Okay. Okay.
So the one that opened the door is Blitz. And as you guys enter, you will notice the room is really big. And it's big because it was supposed to be 2 rooms. However, they knocked a hole in one of the walls. And so it's now 1 room. And roll knowledge.
Okay, did Lomo join us or is just me and me Carvin right now?
I assume it's just us. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I got a 36 for knowledge.
Knowledge. Well, I ain't get that. I got a 24.
Okay, and that's probably best because you didn't do the insight earlier to try to overhear. So given the scraping sounds and where the furniture is, Nicarwin, you can imagine that they had furniture pushed up against the door.
Ah, all
And
right.
so they were just sort of pushing that out of the way. And you will see that there's a male and a female standing closer to Blitz, and behind them are another male and female standing further back towards the sort of the back of the room.
Okay.
So,
I wanna,
standing behind Stitch, Nicarvin is just going to wave.
and then what I'm going to do is say greetings, and then I want to say it's been a while, and I want to go ahead and kind of, if it's allowed, agreeable, kind of like give them like a warm embrace, like an arm clap, and then also introduce my companion Nicarvin.
All right, and I will say that that the chat has gone. They got a little confused. They said that the goat is back, so that Jay is back.
Yeah, that is what we like to call the goat.
They've been on that Stardust a bit. So, it's all right, guys.
Thank you, Campbell. I appreciate that.
You wanted to implement your clone to cook. No, you wouldn't have to do a roll. You've done your clone enough.
Yeah.
And you're not like in a stress situation or anything like that. I would, though, have you do an alchemy roll for your clone because you haven't used your clone to cook. Okay. But I'll have you do that after, when we get ready to like eat it, to see how well you did.
I got brew magic protein recently.
Uh,
Can I try that?
no, because we're not, you have to get trained on that. That's not something you can just get and do.
I figured.
Yeah.
But then there's also, I wanted to try, like hibachi. You know, like face and stuff.
Yeah.
I've done that a little bit before. I wanted to just practice that.
Yeah, I mean, something like that you can do. Yeah, you can do that. But yeah, not brew. So brew magic potion or something like that, you'll have to have somebody teach you that, you know. So, and there is, you know, talk to people because there's people who can teach you that. Okay. So, Stitch, what were we gonna?
So, like I said, so I was gonna, you know, if I will ask him if it's okay, I want to greet him warmly, you know, with a warm embrace. I also want to introduce my companion, Nicarwin.
You're gonna greet who with a warm embrace?
The Nate Torres, possibly. You know, they kind of standoffish, but you know, I'm a likable guy apparently. I just want to, you know, say how they do it, you know. And then, like I said, if possible, if they say no, then okay, you know, because it's been a while since I have spoken to them.
Okay, so explain to me, how are you going to do that?
Yeah, like talk to them.
Okay, so I'm coming and say, hello, how you doing? And I wait for them to respond.
All right. Initially, it was it was Blitz who was talking at the door.
Okay.
But Joktal is the one, the male Nator that you initially met, because that was the one that initiated the escape of the slaves as a whole.
Okay.
Mhm.
And he will be the one who starts talking now.
Okay.
We are well. It is good to see you.
It
And
is so good.
he will be one of the males in front.
Okay.
Yeah, you may try to embrace him if you like.
Yeah. So I'll ask, is it okay? Can I give you a bro hug?
And they tore
If you
signature bro hug.
if you would like, yes.
So that's what we're going to do. Like, hey, good to see
All
you.
right.
Give him a warm embrace.
Okay. He will of course bend down and hug you because he's nearly 12 feet tall.
Right. Right. And then I would say behind me, I'll point to my companion, Nicarwin, and I will introduce Nicarwin to everybody.
And then Nicarvin is going to actually take off her helm and kind of like cusp it in like the pit of like her elbow, so that way she's only got one arm available, and then with the other arm she'll just raise it and say, "Hail, friends."
At the sight of Nicarvin, the other two Nator will, in the back, will sort of step closer to each other. And Blitz will take a step closer to them. And Joktal will step forward and extend his hand. Nicarvin, well met.
And Nicarvin will shake back with a firm grip.
Roll prowess.
Man, you got me rolling prowess against all these Nator, bruh. All right. 50.
Okay. And what is your strength?
My strength is 11.
Okay. You are new, I see.
In some ways, Toberhu, yes. In other ways, I'm well acquainted with the members before I've been introduced to them physically.
Huh. Okay.
Do you remember of Caliph?
I do not. Stitch, what is taking you so long to return?
Well, I will give them like the Cliff Note version. So I would just kind of give the Cliff Note version of what all we have been involved in. And I would kind of have it like try to be very I will have eye contact with, he said his name is JT. No, who am I talking? Jatal.
Joktal?
Okay, so I'm looking up to him while I'm talking to him, kind of give him some recap. And I will conclude it just by saying how, and thankfully, my goddess Danu has really honored us and allowed us to be able to be in your presence again.
You have spoken of your goddess before, and my friends here have, and he will indicate Eris and Mott, the male and the female. I'm sorry, not yes, Eris and Mott in the back, and he will indicate them and say, you have spoken before, and two of my friends have been most interested in learning more of her.
Freeze up.
No, not you. Dave, Caleb,
Uh-oh.
and Davey all like cut out.
Oh no,
Hey, you guys like all at once cut
just
out
froze up.
for like 30 seconds straight.
Are we in now?
Yeah, you're back
Yeah.
now.
Okay,
You gotta repeat yourself.
all right, okay. Yes, two of my friends, whom you previously spoke with, Eris and Mott, have been most interested in learning more of this Danu. We have been told that there are temples for her and others that could teach more about her, but they felt that you could give them a better understanding of her ways.
That
Perhaps you could speak with them, and also show them how to gain strength in her servitude as you have with your bow.
I would love to do that. That is such an honor. EverLoreGame, is this what time of day is it? Nighttime, morning time?
Now it's about, right now it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. Okay. So then I would ask them when they would like to begin having this conversation.
Now,
Okay. All right. So now, EverLoreGame, do we have any? I know we had 3/5, but do we have like any like a wooded lot or some place where a lot of trees and kind of like a creek or something nearby?
there's not like a wooded lot or anything like that. But out in the courtyard where the animals are, I mean, that's like an open air space,
Okay.
and that's where they often go to train.
Okay.
The
So
would be used to that area as well.
okay. So then I would invite them to let's go to the area so we can kind of talk, and I would share freely.
Okay. Roll insight.
Can I go as well?
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
I need you to
I got a 53.
not just insight, but knowledge as well.
I wrote
Right.
okay, so
I got a-
insight. I got 41 for insight.
And then knowledge.
Knowledge. I got a 22.
All
For
right.
insight, I got a 53, and for knowledge, I got a 35.
Okay. So you get both of you guys get the understanding that they are not simply wanting to know about your goddess. Stitch, you get this strong impression that that they do want to know more about your goddess, but they want to know how to become warriors for your goddess.
Whoa.
And so when you speak with them, when you take them out there, what do you think you're going to be doing?
Well, since I have the understanding, then I think it'd be appropriate that we go to the yard where they're training at, and so I would see if they want to be archers, I would see what they have, and maybe as we talk about my goddess and how faithful she's been to us, we could interrobe that with their, discipline, what are their stance, what does their strength look like, what does the regiment look like, talk about some training that they may need to get better at. So I kind of see where they at.
Okay. All right. And as you are doing that, Eris and Mott will be doing that. Jacktaw, Blitz, and Jock T will basically go everywhere they go. And while they are not necessarily interested in the bow, they are sort of standing around, sort of looking anxious. What are you going to be doing, Nicarwin?
While I'm out there, I'm probably gonna be following along with Stitch, and I'm kind of going to be like following through how they practice. Like, I'm assuming you're teaching them like how to pray or something like that.
Well, yeah, I will eventually, since I know that they want to be more of a warrior. I want to kind of see where they at with regards to that. I am talking about spiritual principles along the way, but I do like to conclude with the prayer. Absolutely.
Oh, got you. All right. Then in that case, I'll kind of just follow along Stitch, and I'll try to take like mental notes about like, hey, this is how you worship a god, and this is kind of like the way you should think about like if you're dealing with a god and you would like to worship one, this is the process by which it might go. It might differ between gods, but this is how it's done for Danu.
Awesome.
Okay.
Because Nicarvin might want to apply that to her own gods.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Reaper, what are you planning on doing?
If I get the chance after that, though, I'd like to do something else.
Down to the basement. Cause we built a chest there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go on the basement. I'm gonna put up the like 7K.
I can't hear them.
You gotta speak up, G.
So I'm gonna go down to the basement and go to the chest that we have, and I'm gonna put in 70,000 silver pieces. Cause that's probably and I don't want to do with that, and I don't know where y'all are, so I was gonna bring it up later.
Okay, so as you are going down there, you will see Lianiani. How may I help you?
Hey, where was that chest? Was it the chest that we had? Got this party.
Chest?
Didn't we have a chest down here?
You mean the safe?
Yeah, I'm sorry to say.
Yes.
So I have this. So we made a cell, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got like 70,000 sensitive pieces in this bag, and this party loot. I don't know what the rest of the group is. So I'm just gonna put it in here, and then we'll figure it out later.
Oh, okay. I can take care of that. All right.
And then that's pretty much all I was gonna do. I was gonna go to my gate, but I was gonna wait for elon.
Okay. All right. I'm sure he'll be done soon with the food, the way it smells. And I believe that Maratopa was going to address the recruits, but then shortly we will have a meal, and then I will meet you there, and we can discuss business matters. Okay,
When the food's almost done, I would like
a
to,
bit louder.
when the food's almost done, I would like me to leave and have my son in there walking each other happening. But I want to make sure that there's like, I assume there's enough tables in there for like everyone to sit. It's been there.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to see if there were like anything where I could place like the buffet of stuff, so that they could actually go up and just grab stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. They've been doing this. There's yeah. I mean, it's like a restaurant.
And I would start setting everything up. Like start setting like the table and stuff.
Well, I mean, when you start, like as you start to cook and they start to smell the food, there will be other recruits that come in because they would have been doing the cooking. So you'll have people who are trying to cook and they'll see you cooking and they're like, who are you? What's going on here?
Okay.
And so Liani would have come and said, oh, yeah, and she would have talked to them. So when you come out, there'll be like several people standing by, like, what do you want us to do?
Dang, you have a whole like crew of sous chefs.
Set the tables up for so everyone can eat.
What do you mean set the table up?
Like
They just usually come down and grab stuff and eat.
yeah, thank you. Okay. So then just like I guess you wouldn't need to. All right then. Sit down. The food will be ready shortly.
Okay,
And then I'll also like,
all right,
and then I go and just finish it.
okay. Stitch and Nicarvin, as you guys are outside, probably about 20 minutes after you guys are there, a group of 17 individuals will come down, and they will start a training regimen, and Lomo will be working out with them, and the other 3 Nator will go over and practice with them.
Okay.
And they will all be doing that until the dinner bell rings.
Okay.
At which point, everybody will go in to eat unless anybody wants to do something else.
Before the dinner bell rings, I would like to find where Lomo is.
Lomo is practicing.
Ah, all right. Then in that case, I'll ask if I could attend practice with him.
Yeah, I mean, they're right in the same yard as you are.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that Lomo was there as well. I thought it, okay, got you. In that
Yeah,
case,
so-
I'll inquire.
So while you guys, okay, so Stitch is showing the others 2 about archery.
Yeah.
Then Lomo came down with 17 individuals, and started practicing in a separate area, which is still within the courtyard.
Okay.
The 3 additional Nator went over and started practicing with Helm, so you could just walk right over and.
Okay, got you. Yeah, I thought that was like a separate area. All right, my bad. Then in that case, I'm gonna like try not to interrupt, but move towards Lomo. Hi, Lomo. How art thou this fine evening?
Fine.
Ah, I'm glad to hear. Is your wound from earlier with Cha'ahu mended well?
Oh, the scratch? Yeah.
Of course, I'm glad to hear. I remember earlier you offered to perhaps duel as a form of practice, and at the time I understand you were injured, but if you were still interested, I'd love to take up the offer with you.
Oh. Yes. That would be fine.
I mean, I saw you were training and I thought it would be a good opportunity to get mine in as well.
Very well. Would you like to use the training weapons, or would you like to use the real weapons?
I'd rather that you not hurt me as well as me not hurt you. And so if you'd be fine with it, I would prefer the training weapons.
Ah, I see. Very well.
And
Then
then whatever training weapons there are, Nicarvin will pick up whatever the shield and, Dwarven Cleaver equivalent is.
okay. They do have a mock Dwarven Cleaver because Derrican has been training there.
Yeah.
And they have several different shields. Seeing your selection, Lomo will decide he will pick up what looks like just a regular pole.
All right, that sounds sick. All right, so because I'm not using my regular Dwarven Cleaver, I don't have a +3 to hit. What is the cost of like the mock Dwarven Cleaver? Or would it just be a regular?
Yeah, just use it as you're just not gonna have any bonuses to hit with that. You know,
No
so-
bonuses to hit or no bonuses to damage?
well, neither. I mean,
Got you.
it's just not magical.
Oh, no, not magical. I mean, like, do I still get my +1 to hitting with cleavers?
Yeah, because it's the same function.
Okay, got you. That's what I meant with that. All right, sick.
Yeah.
All right, then can I just have like, I'm not gonna be using my real shield, but that goes into my investment and APR. Do you have stats for a certain shield you want me to use, or can it just be the same as my base shield?
It's just, you can use your same stats. It's just take off magic. That's all.
All right, got it. In that case, no, like, got it. All right, impulse time. Oh no, my dice just fell off the entirety of the table. Here we go. All right, 12. That will be impulse check. 38.
Okay, hold on one second.
You're all good.
38.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 42.
42. All right. Got you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Oh shoot, I need to get my pencil. It's right here. Got it. Dope. All right, so you go first. Ugh.
All right. Lomo is going to just going to sort of come in tentative. He's holding it in one hand.
Oh, okay.
Just going to sort of take a light swing at you.
All right. Sure.
Take 2 swings at you.
Great. 2 swings. Got it.
117 and 115. No,
1-7.
18.
Those do not hit.
Okay. All right.
All right. Then with that, Nicarvin is going to like shield one of the blows to the side and then come in with a blow to the shoulder and then come in with like a hilt shot up. Oh, 11. That was almost a 12. That would have been bad. I hit for 117 and what would that be? 117 and 114.
Okay. So 1 hit.
All right, bet. Then let's see, that'll be 18 plus. Is it still a 1d12 on the Dwarven Cleaver? Or is
Yeah.
that like a high quality one?
That's the same.
Got it. All right. 6. 24 to hit, or 24 damage.
Oh, okay.
But, well, I'll take the swing itself off and I'll just do the base damage. So 18. Because I'm not like trying to hit him so hard.
No, I mean you're swinging. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then in that case, I swung. All right. So that'll be the 24. And that was the one that landed.
Oh, that was good. All right.
I wouldn't disgrace you with an easy battle.
Nice. You see this? This is how you swing. And he's gonna take a couple more swings at you.
Fair.
So
Oh no!
that was just a 12.
Imagine we're like dueling, just like practice, and then he breaks all the bones in my body.
Oh, man.
And
I have field dressing. I could heal you.
Okay, bruh.
and then one was 123.
Oh, 123 there will hit.
And then 114, no, 117, which doesn't hit.
Yep.
And then 125.
125 does hit.
Okay, so there's 4 hits, 3 hits,
Dang.
3 hits. And you will notice that when he hits, the pole like bends, like the pole head sort of breaks. So it almost feels like it does a double hit.
You're talking about it like bends, or he like breaks it over my head?
No, it bends, like the head of it bends and it just comes back.
Oh, that's cheap. I mean, it's not cheap. That's dope, but dang.
And so that's 3. So that's 1, 9, 16. So that's 94 points of damage.
Whew, okay. Let me do the math on that real quick.
You might want to sit down.
I'm still good. That just hurt. All right. So this dude is just thwacking me with the stick on either end. Got it. In that case, Nicarwan's not holding back either. Although I threw my dice across the table, so I gotta go get that. One moment. All right, I'm back, fellas. Sorry about that. Got a little excited for this duel going on here. All right, so my first shot for that will be a 110, which I don't believe that hits. My next shot is bruh. My next one is a 113. 110. 110. Geez, these rolls. All right. Then I have 2 at -4 to hit me damage. I rolled a 1. Okay. I saw a 10 and I was like, no way, that's a second. Okay. All right. So just a Lore's Folly. And then that's a 9. So that'll be.
You did a Lore's Folly?
No. I narrowly avoided a Lore's Folly.
Oh, you just had a singularity.
Yeah, just a singularity, but it was close. Okay. All right. And then for the last one, I got a 119.
Okay, the 119 hits.
Did the 117 not hit?
Oh, you got a 117? Yes, that will also
Yeah.
hit.
Man, you better be accounting. Anyway, sure. Yeah, let's go. Man. All right, I got 9 and 4. So that will be 18 plus 18 plus 9 plus 4. Nope, not 18 plus 18 plus 9 plus 4. Okay, I deal 50 damage to Joktal with my strikes. And because those were 2, or sorry, not to Joktal, to Lomo. Yeah, you're right. I just like stop attacking him and go after the other one. All right, so with that, I heal to 41, but then after healing to 41, I heal 4 more vitality as well, 45. If it isn't obvious, Tolomo, Nicarwan is hurting.
You will say, oh, that was nice again. You see how she did that? I was able to get out a couple of them, but then she got me.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And Nicarwan is like just trying to catch up with breaths while he's like examining the moveset and explaining it.
Oh,
Then he will take it and he'll whap it around sort of in a reverse swing under. Roll 2 7s. And both of those are 122.
Oh, that matches her vestment entirely. It hits
So
the
both of
armor, but
those
then it
will
just
miss.
sticks.
And then we will do. Huh. So he had rolled 2 7s, and then he rolled an 8 and a 9.
No. Okay. Well, he got 2 hits on me.
Um, so, he will see that she is about to fall unconscious.
She's not about to fall unconscious. She's just not feeling her best.
Well, so here's the thing. Lomo knows his potential.
Mhm.
And he has in that strike had the potential of delivering 102 points of damage.
Oh man. Wow.
So what he did was he swung it and clipped under her legs. But as she was swallowing, I have to roll impulse. Okay. Roll impulse.
Okay, rolling impulse. Oh, all right. I got a 37.
Good, you rolled low.
What? I
And-
got an 11.
40. So he was able to catch her before she hit the ground. And so it sort of cushioned the blow.
Mhm.
So Nicarbon didn't take the full amount of that. They do have protections in the courtyard, because they're not trying
Yeah.
to kill trainees. But nonetheless, Nicarbon still does go down to what would have been a natural 1.
What do you mean go down to what is a natural 1?
Well, instead of giving you the 102 points of damage, we are giving you what would have been whatever takes you to 1.
Okay, 6. So 44, which is a little bit less than half of the damage. Still have some tankiness to go. All right, I'm at 1 vitality. I'm gonna wait, okay. I'm gonna
Dinner is
Uh,
served, everyone.
can I do like a really weak pulse of pain? So like he gets sent back like 3 feet. I can like stand up on my own.
That was a nice practice.
Wait, Dave,
Yes.
can I go for like a really weak pulse of pain? So instead of like shooting him 20 feet, I only shoot him back like 5 feet, and then I can like stand back up on my own.
That's disrespectful.
You can.
Okay, I'll try and do it. Prowess.
What does that do again?
Oh, so it usually knocks back all considered enemies, which in this case it's a duel, so it would just be Lomo. It knocks them back 20 feet and it deals 1d4 damage.
Is that the spell?
It's not a spell, it's
Oh,
the
good.
ability.
It's the ability. What does that roll against?
I believe it rolls against.
Mental fortitude?
I have an intimidate, which is mental fortitude. I believe that goes against magic resistance because I include my prowess and spell dominance.
It's persuasion. So
What?
persuasion? We don't have intimidation.
Intimidation. I said prowess.
Okay, prowess. All right.
Yeah, it's prowess plus spell dominance plus a 1d12.
Hey, Mika said, don't die. Drink a potion.
It's a training ground.
All right. So against his mental resistance, you said, or mental fortitude?
I believe it's magic resistance.
All right.
Okay, so what is that?
And you're doing that in the courtyard, though.
I'm not sending him back 20 feet. If it's possible, I just want to shoot him back 3 feet so he like drops me. And
Okay.
then I can.
So it will. Oh, you got to roll. Sorry. Go on,
Yeah,
roll.
you're all good. Let's see, that's 9 plus 72, 81.
Okay. And he. So two things happen. His natural defense does, his spell dominance, I mean his magic resistance does go off.
Mhm.
You feel the spell release from your body,
Mhm.
but it will sort of rebound into you as you get a sense that that there's something else blocking it that's not him.
Oh. Oh, Lomo, that was a good fight. And then Nicarvin is gonna like try her hardest to edge herself out of his hands sheepishly.
Ah, yeah. He will not have noticed. I mean, he will notice that something had happened, but he won't really understand that you had just tried something. He's not a mage or a magic caster, so he's not really understanding of what you just did or tried to do.
Yeah, that's all good. And then Nicarvin,
Get on up here. Let's go get something to eat.
yeah, Nicarvin is you've certainly worked up the appetite in me. And then she's gonna like try and like edge herself out of his hands, but she's like he's still holding her.
Yeah, and he'll let her. I mean, as soon
Oh,
as,
dope. Okay, so she'll like climb out and then like stumble a little bit and then stand back up, and she'll like remove the helmet and she'll offer the hand.
I rolled a 56 for me and a 53 for my phone.
okay, as far as fooding, okay, all right.
Nicarvin almost looks like a little angry, a little embarrassed, but like I don't know. I guess I'll roll, what would it be, persuasion to try and like, I guess not show it at all.
Okay, yeah, to cover it up.
She got beat bad, man.
I mean, you don't know his stats though, so it's I wouldn't feel too bad.
I don't, but she still got beat bad. That's
Yeah.
Anyway, 32
Oh,
is like
so anybody who cares to roll insight will clearly know. I mean, he knows that you're embarrassed. And
only a little bit, but like
he will.
it's just she's still gonna shake the hands. She respects Limo, but it's like, dang, I got beat that bad. It's not like anything internal to my core character. It's just, dang, that happened.
But you will, Jacktaw and Blitz will come up and walk beside you, and Blitz will put his hand around you and say, he'll whisper, "He did that to me too."
And then actually, I'll roll mental fortitude to not be spooked by the other Nator arm wrapped around me. That'll be 40.
You have succeeded.
Got it.
But
And then Nicarvin would reply, "Ah, is that how the recruits are introduced to Wahuru?"
only the ones who think we are super strong.
I'm glad to see we are all humbled in the face of Wahuru. And then after being able to stand herself back up alongside, who was it that came? Jacktal?
Yeah. And Blitz will
Standing myself back up against Jacktal, Nicarvin's going to put the helm back on.
and Blitz will remove his arm, and then he and Jacktal will go join the others
Beforehand, Nicarvin is going to like shake Blitz and Jacktal's hands and thank them for holding her up. She needs to get this vitality back.
And then so in the eating hall, as everybody is sitting around to eat, is anybody sitting in any special places, or you guys?
I'll probably try and sit closer to Lomo and Jacktal. Probably not like angle myself in between them and the rest of the Nator, but I've had a good day with them today, and I'll probably sit next to like. Actually, Stitch, where are you sitting?
That's a good question. I guess with my two archer friends, we'll sit together. I'll see if you're available too, Nicole. We all can sit together.
It's all good. I don't want to bother the Nator. I can sit elsewhere then. I'll probably try and sit next to like Leiliani and Matatopa if they're close.
Okay, Matatopa will be sitting closer to where the 17 individuals are sitting, and they are sort of sitting at a group of tables by themselves, and then there's the 17, and close to them is the Nator, and then the rest of the bunch, the 90 something is the 100 and something is sitting sort of, the 115 are sitting like sprawled out. And so Matatopa is sort of trying to straddle between the sort of ostensibly 3 different groups. Before we eat, Matatopa will stand and will raise up, my glass of strawberry infusion. Well, it's strawberry infusion, strawberry fusion. And he will say, "Warriors, all I see. I would like to introduce to some of you guys who have not met us, the members of Wahuru. Here you have the valiant Belac, whom they have named Bloodstar.
I'll grow big, like ceiling.
Oh, okay.
I can't hear him.
I'll grow bigger so if the ceiling is like here. Hello. Oh, wow.
Ah.
For having me. And then I'll shrink down.
And we have Nicarvin, whom is both new and old of the group.
And then Nicarvin, currently still battered up at 1 vitality, or assuming that this went on a while ago, she'll probably be, oh shoot, no wait, I erased the total number and not the temporary vitality. Oh no. Well, I don't know the exact calculation right now, but you can assume she's at 1 vitality over 1/10 of her total vitality. So she's going to be like splayed in her chair a little bit, and she'll like raise up and raise her glass and then lurch back down.
And we also have the wings of the group, Stitch, known also as Angel Friend.
I would wait till the crowd till I drink up and say, "Greetings to all."
And we have he who has graciously provided this building that you are in, Master Rastilian Coinshot, who has done nothing I guess you're just gonna just do nothing.
I did wait.
All right, so he waves. All right.
I realized I just cheated myself out of 21 vitality like this whole time. My calculation was wrong. I'm
That's
furious.
Man, that 102 still would have.
and but Banana Goki says that Stitch is also known as the carry. I hear you. I hear you.
Banana goes, you're hilarious.
And I am Matatopa, he who walks in shadows. And we are the founding members of Wahuru. I would like to thank Lomo and Liani for running this establishment so well in our absence.
Here, here.
And now that we have returned, we will hope to continue what they have started. Enjoy this meal. And in the next coming days, we shall see what glory we can bring to the 3/5. Cheers to all.
Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
I have a question.
Yes,
Are Tresla and Nesla here?
Tresla and Nesla are here. Yes,
I want to sit with Tresla and Nesla.
okay. They are sitting with the 17.
I'm gonna take my food over. Is there a room here?
Yep,
I'll sit down, presumably next to Tresla. Or wherever.
okay.
What to say. How has your training gone since we left?
It has been going apace.
Have you learned anything of the fire?
I have learned that fire it can be deadly, but also useful.
And Tresla's the fire.
Yes. Yeah.
Last time we sparred, it didn't go too great for you.
Correct.
I would like to see your improvement, if you don't mind. Some other time.
Oh, you mean spar you again?
Yeah.
Um,
Or you can spar my clone.
I'm not sure that is the wisest thing, but we can do that. That's fine. Perhaps on the morrow?
Yeah.
Very well. And I will have to make certain preparations to ensure that things do not get out of hand. Yes,
I won't hurt you.
I appreciate that. Yes, all right. After the meal, Liani will ask Wahuru to go to the lower section with her. Down below, it will look like just a regular sort of basement area. It looks like storage for like foodstuffs. Looks like a bunch of barrels of food, like caskets of wine and other grapes and fusions and things like that. And it is not immediately notable where the safe is. she will go to a false wall and speak a certain phrase, and the wall will move aside. In there, we will all see what looks to be a very well-appointed office with several like cushioned seats, chairs, and like couches and stuff like that. A couple of desks, and behind there, the very big safe, and then also there are what look to be like glass encasements, and she will say, I have I just wanted to speak with you guys. I have been, accumulating the money that you guys have been sending, and I know that you had just made a purchase or sell the other day, about 68,000, and with the sad passing of, some of the members of Wahuru, I took the liberty of sort of increasing the shares that each of you had been receiving. So at this point, I'll go ahead and give you, your portion of what I just recently have. So she'll give you, Reaper, 14,516 pieces of silver, or however you want it broken down. She can put that into gems or whatever. And she will let you know that your percentage is now 14%. It was 12. She will give Nicaraguan 12,346 silver pieces.
3,000 for Wahagadamadus.
12,000.
12,000. Got you.
346.
346. That's a big number there.
And
Who's
she
doing
will-
that?
Liani.
Okay.
And she will let you know that your percentage is 10%.
Who Stitch?
No, Nicaraguan.
Okay.
Since there was a death, the numbers got shifted, so she just went ahead and took it upon herself to adjust. And then the three of us, so Stitch, Manitoba, and Belac, will be receiving 12,442, based on a 12%. And that's based on our recent haul. And she will explain that provides 61,920 silver pieces to the company.
Silver last week, too.
What's that?
Did we give out silver last week?
We did not give out silver last week. And so she will explain that, currently the company has around 330. Hold on a second.
This is a lot of math that's mathing here.
Yeah.
got to add this last piece in here.
Then I think we have to add up how much EP we got for the night.
So, yep, so the company now has 319,198 silver pieces. And so, what we need to do is determine what's the strategy going forward, is what she will say. So that's where we will conclude for tonight, which you can do next week. I was surprised you didn't bring it up this week. Well, I mean, so
Dude.
okay, so yeah, Phaseless, that is a high strength, yes.
Wait, what is?
Well, they were just looking at the stats for what Lomo's strength is.
Wait, what is Lomo's strength?
Nat 20.
Why you gotta tell me?
Wait, what?
I'm just saying. You gotta go blurting it out. He could have read it in the chat. He ain't
Double mine?
What was it?
huh?
20 strength? Like 2-0? Each attack that lands is baseline 40 damage.
Yeah, you didn't stand a
What?
chance.
Dude, I'm amazed I lived. Wow. Okay, sure. Yup. Got it.
All right, so question. What is with Mott and Eris? Why is it, I guess, how can Stitch best help them?
Mott and Eris, you said?
Yes.
I think Stitch will be able to best help them by showing them that the things that they went through, they're able to prevent other people from going through themselves, both by being able to find a calling within themselves to make themselves stronger through Danu, by, finding something in themselves to devote themselves to. So that way they have faith that, like, if they're able to get better after the, trauma that they went through, other people will be able to get better as well. That by Stitch will be able to teach them the ways of Danu, but also Stitch can teach them how to prevent those things from happening themselves by being archers of Wahuru who can prevent slaves from A, being captured, and B, free slaves when they are.
Okay. Anybody else? Don't
think-
break that.
What?
Yeah, don't break that, and you just go. All right, come on. So go.
How dare you break that?
I think that you can best help them by giving them something to help them, something for them to latch onto to help them become more comfortable. But right now it seems like they're still dealing with a lot of trauma from what they went through. And I think that getting something like Danu to believe in will help them become more comfortable around other people. And then also, like Anthony said, allow them to be able to help others, which I think will help them become or help them get over their trauma.
Okay.
I would say Stitch can help them as he continue to talk to them, to find out what all they have been through. Because ultimately, as a pupil of Danu, we want to live in peace as best we can, but also have the ability to cause and disrupt when needed. But I think, as I still spend more time with them, he wanted to show them archery, absolutely. Understand how to hold yourself, but also look at the greater value, and to truly understand Danu and her ways. So I think that the more time Stitch is able to spend time with them, hopefully he can communicate that to them as well. Not only is Stitch an archer, and he does that very well, but more importantly, he's a worshiper. And so perhaps, through that communication, they can see that aspect of it.
Okay.
How can Stitch help? So I think that Stitch can help. Two answers. It's the religion, isn't it? Stitch has had a major character growth ever since the religion is pretty fair, pretty valid, and being able to see that not only has the goddess given him actual strength, but it also has boosted his morale and his charisma. And it's basically like what is it when you get something, but it's not like actually doing something? It's a placebo effect, basically.
Okay.
Like it's part of it. So I think he has the ability to give them something to believe to that's greater than just them. And they will all have a common goal. That's what they think.
Okay. All right. And so Belac was told that he could learn from someone. Who should Belac try to learn from?
Me.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Well, first of all, I'll give Anthony 2 for that answer because you went first.
Thank you.
Give the rest of you guys 1 for that.
I didn't hear you. You said what?
I'll give Anthony 2 for that answer. I'll give you guys 1
For what answer?
for the first answer.
Okay. All right.
Cool. Now for this one, who should Belac learn from about his brew potion?
Wow.
Like the
Louder. No answers? Nobody?
I mean, I could like offer something up. I didn't know if Caleb was answering or not. It's hard to hear him.
Yeah. All right. Who's the young lady who gave us the gold coin? What's her name?
Ani?
Yes, that's who I think he should be talking about that.
Okay.
I think it would be wise. I don't know if it's possible to go back to, but the why can't I remember his name? No, come on, please, the Earth Elemental.
Oh, no. The Earth Elemental is a whale off.
A whale often, I believe. I believe it should be a whale often, and my reasoning is that Belac first got his brand from an Earth Elemental, the one who currently acts as the doorway to one of our secret bases.
Hey guys, greetings from Germany again. Well, hello there.
Oh, it's
Hello,
Pen and
Germany.
Paper Pat. Hi, Pat. Welcome back to the stream.
Hello.
Sorry, we're just now ending.
Yeah, glad you caught it. Yeah, we're wrapping up. We're doing our tail end questions here.
Yeah, I'm really sad you missed the brutal beatdown of my character conducted by Lomo, who has a whopping 20 strength, which I did the math actually while we were speaking. It would take me No, 1,155 EP to get how strong Lomo is now.
Well, I mean, you know, you wanted to test your metal, and test you did. You know. Oh my.
Oh, in
Oh, I
Germany,
like
we
that.
say
That's
das
the
Beste kommt
kid.
zum Schluss, meaning the best comes at the end. So fitting that I came at the end.
I
I
like it.
guess
I
it's
like
fitting
it.
indeed. If we're
That
to
sounds
say,
like confidence right there. I can't say that though. Das Beste kommt. I'll just. I'm bad.
das Beste kommt zum Schluss.
I'll take what you
Or
said, 'cause
Schluss.
I can't do it. Yes.
You just kind of throw the German noises in there and it works.
Yeah, but then I'll mess it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to lose a fan. It's all good.
Hey, I lost a whole fight. You can like slur a sentence or something.
So you tell me to be brave. Be brave here. Okay. All right. Das Beste kommt Zoom. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I give
You
up.
might even say Schluss.
Schluss. All right.
Shoelace.
Quiet you. I'm taking EP from you.
No, you can't do that. Come on.
So you said, who should you learn from? Who should Belac learn from?
Low key, I have no idea what I was going to do.
Louder. What?
What I was gonna do, I was gonna ask Rastilian folks if they know something, because they got to. I mean, they have that library and stuff. I gotta be able to learn something.
Oh, see, that was actually pretty great pronunciation for the first try. You know,
I didn't hear him.
Aw.
who said Rahulu don't know some stuff? All right.
Now, are you referring about Dave or me?
We'll accept it for Dave. We'll accept it for Dave.
All right.
Like liars around here.
Hey now. It's okay.
Hey, fake it till you make it. I'm not mad.
So I will give Mike, I'll give you 3 for that answer. And the rest of you guys, well, I will give Belac, I'll give you 2, because that's not a bad attempt. And that is all for that.
I didn't get any. I included the Earth Elemental. Who gave him the brand? That was my reasoning.
Yeah, but
No, that wasn't the Earth Elemental who gave him the brand.
I'm not saying it, or no, I'm not saying it's what. I'm not saying it's Loffen that gave him the brand, but they're both Earth Elementals. He got this power from an Earth Elemental, so it's like.
Yeah,
this
but
has nothing to do with the brand. I'm trying to brew.
No, I'm not saying Erhum. Who is calling me right now? Okay, sorry. No, I'm trying to defend myself here. I don't mean Erhum, but do you remember the Earth Elemental that got you your brand?
Yes.
Loffen is also an Earth Elemental, so clearly there's some kind of like distinction with your power and Earth Elementals. It makes sense. It's valid.
This has nothing to do with the brand. I'm just trying to prove ocean. Like whale often doesn't know.
Oh, okay. Well, you could learn how to brew potions.
Hey,
An elemental.
our German friend was talking about David.
Mike, you don't need to read that, Mike. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to hear. Anthony's head is big enough. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry about that. I have a rather ginormous head, I guess.
All right, Anthony. So he said he was talking about Dave. He said you tried it the first time too, and he said your pronunciation was so good that he was sure you knew the words.
Well, I mean, you still got your compliment.
I don't want to hear that, Anthony. I protest. I protest. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. Last question. So, what is going on? All right, because when we came back, we know that the 3/5 now has a bunch of recruits, but for some reason, there seems to be 3 different sort of pockets of recruits. There are the 115 that were the refugees from Kubaiba. There are the 17. You guys didn't ask any questions of them. And then there are the 5 Natal. So what's going on with sort of the 3 different
The
factions?
17 were the ones we rescued, right?
Louder.
the 17 were the ones that we met, not rescue. We met them at in Chaluk'Sen, right?
Don't ask me. I mean, I gave you guys several hints tonight.
I'm gonna say that in
You guys didn't
the
ask me questions.
And so they.
I'm gonna
See,
sorry.
as the Lord Master, I craft these stories. I give them the stuff. They don't ask any questions.
You craft them. I'm so sorry. I can't tell whether I'm supposed to be talking or not. I want to give my answer, but then I see Caleb like mouthing, but I can't hear him.
All right, what you got, Caleb?
I think that the 17 are the ones that we met in Chaluk'Sen. They stick together because they know each other already. The 5 are the 5. We know the 5. And 115 are just they're like just came like strolled in like, oh, we want to do this because we heard about it from somewhere.
Okay. Who else?
I'm gonna say that in Wahuru, these people came from 3 different places and they're rather new together, and so they don't quite know each other that well, and so they haven't quite become the melting pot that we have on our travels, and they're not quite used to each other yet. They're still having some civil, maybe not necessarily civil war type deals, but like I feel as though, you know, they're a much lesser version of like Vondra and Matatopa's fights, where it's like they just don't quite know each other yet. They don't see where each other are coming from, and so they kind of stick to their own. And I'll think that probably translates into they do different jobs. Like the Natur, they'll probably be more like frontline fighters for the city, going into the war zones and capturing the slaves that were, you know, taken from Kubaiba citizens. Whereas like the 17, they might be like the city's secret guard, and then the rest of the 105, they'll probably be like the city's regular guard. And those are just like the different kinds of missions they go on because they don't like come from the same place, so they're not used to one each other, and so they're like purposefully trying to do different jobs. And so it's like, it's kind of dividing them amongst one another.
Okay, what you got, Stitch?
I would say that we really don't have enough information. You said that there are 3 camps that, you know, are appearing to be, you know, not really coalescing. However, we don't not sure how long they've been together training, you know, because sometimes it takes a while for teams to kind of get together, feel more comfortable with one another. It makes sense to me that, for example, the Natar are so close knit, they've been through a whole traumatic experience by themselves as a unit. I would assume it's probably same thing you said with the refugees of 115 individuals as well. So I think that, you know, with the lack of data, we're not sure of, but also in Stitch defense, you know, he has some people he's reconnecting with. He wanted to talk about his faith, his faithfulness to Danu. He didn't have opportunity to speak to other people. So if he had more time, I'm sure Stitch would have observed that, saw that, maybe has asked some more questions along the way.
All right. Reaper, anything? Oh my goodness, you guys let me down. Okay. So
Terribly sorry. I tried my bestest to answer.
I will give you guys 1 each for that. I will give you guys 1 each for that. I will give you guys the first person who can tell me what the 17 are. I'll give you 10 seconds.
Zulu.
Oh, okay. So.
No, you haven't started 10 seconds yet.
All right, bruh. Okay.
So, I was going to give you a roll. So I will give you the roll. It is going to be a D8.
Oh, wow. Watch it be like a 2. Oh, yeah. I'll take +7,
Wow.
baby. Woo!
Right.
Wow.
Okay. So Cam Fam, thanks for joining us for this installment of Evermore with EverLore. You see these guys are out pouting now. You guys got to ask these questions during the stream.
I just know I'm good like that, you know?
All right. You guys can learn more information about the real EverLore on our social media at EverLoreGame. You guys can also check out our website, which is ManChildLTD.com. we are super excited because we have, we're going to be on another podcast coming up soon. I'll be able to tell you guys more about it in the next week or so. Just speaking with the podcaster now, trying to get some more information for that. We are also going to be doing a GoFundMe here soon, because we did find out that there is another company, unfortunately, who is trying to use our name, and they're actually doing, we have to get with a lawyer because they're trying to do a copyright issue as well. So, you know, that's unfortunate things that happen when you're running a company. So we'll be fighting that, but so that's something we'll be doing. But we want to make sure that we continue to provide great product for you guys. So we'll just be putting that out there as well. But in the meantime, we will continue to do our best to provide quality product for you guys. And again, you can learn more about us, and you can continue to watch our streams. We have this stream, which airs every Thursday, but we also have Essence of EverLore, which airs every Monday, and that is from 6:45 to 9 p.m. And that's at twitch.tv/Essence of EverLore. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. And remember, no matter who you are, this stream,
This game is for you.
Peace out, Camp
Peace
fam.
out, Camp fam.
See you, Camp fam. Bye, Germany.
Farewell.
See ya.
I like how you say goodbye to all of